Okay, I don't know what I did to deserve getting requests like this, but thank you, Gillian Quigley. When my friend first introduced me to MST, it took all of about 2 seconds for me to be hooked on the concept, and Servo was instantly my favorite character. Just that combination of pompous self-indulgence and a very childish sensibility won me over immediately. Kevin Murphy brought a real charm to the role. Not to discount Josh Weinstein's performance, it's very funny. But Murphy's performance was the one I heard first, and I am unfortunately pretty biased toward it. Either way, Servo's an awesome character, and I couldn't be happier about having the excuse to talk about him some more. So here we go, we're counting down.
What's wrong? Can't you think of a good thing about the movie?
My top 10 favorite Servo moments. Number 10.
Wow. Oh man. Puberty, does that mean I'm going to start perspiring and growing hair in weird places? No, it just means that I'm getting tired of your voice and it's time to change it, okay?
Unfortunately, I'm not as familiar with Josh's Servo. I haven't seen that many of the really early episodes. Also, I unfortunately have a pretty big bias towards Kevin's Servo. Not to say that Josh's performance isn't funny. For example.
Hey, excuse me, miss. Hey, I've never noticed you on the ship before.
I don't know if this is hindsight talking or what, but a robot falling in love with an appliance seems like an obvious joke. But hey, I'm glad they made it. The writing is hilarious and Josh's delivery just sells it.
I'm in love and you're drinking from her.
Tom, it's a blender. It's a blender.
Blender.
Number 9.
Wow. Oh man.
Hey, that's a nice one. Wrought iron.
This is such a small moment. I kind of feel bad devoting a whole spot on the list to it, but it's my list and I can do this. And it is one of my favorite Servo moments. After parodying all the railing kills in Space Mutiny, Mike returns to the theater and this happens.
Servo, there's a railing around my seat.
You're welcome.
It's Kevin's little "you're welcome" that just kills me. This character is precious.
We'll be right back. Hello!
Number 8.
Wow. Oh man.
Hey, a can of hand dingers, huh? No interested. Spirograph. I know it's around here somewhere.
One of the few things MST the movie managed not to screw up was in showing different parts of the satellite. Seeing Mike and the bots stroll through the halls of the ship or screw around on the ship's sub-level takes some of the sting off of the shorter runtime. Dork that I am, I would have loved to see more, but at least we got a peek into Servo's room. It's exactly as weird and adorable as you would imagine, between the keep out signs and the race car bed. And of course there's the room's defining feature, Servo's massive underwear collection. Apparently the puppet trenches in this room were especially crazy to accommodate all the ways Trace and Kevin had to move around, but according to the DVD extras, Mike had no trouble maneuvering his way around the room. This is the stuff that fan fiction was made of. This is for the weirdos like me who get a kick out of anything that fleshes out their favorite characters and the world they live in, no matter how ridiculous it might be.
Maybe this does something. Crap, that's not it.
Number 7.
Wow. Oh man.
Oh, we won't drive anywhere. I thought we could be like the teeners in the movie, you know, sit and talk for a while, then maybe make out.
I've talked about this moment before. In fact, I've talked about a lot of these before, but I just really love this segment. The Best Brains had a ton of freedom when they wrote these scripts, and it shows in the rambling monologues like this one.
And well, I have so many questions, like, why? Why does one make out? And once you've started, how do you know when you're done?
And I can't help it, I find it adorable. This is what Servo's all about. Pompous, overstuffed, childish, naive. I love it. Number 6.
Wow. Oh man.
Back in the funky 70s, the party did never stop.
Oh, but am I ever a sucker for bad jokes. And this is a bad joke. And they milk it for all it's worth. I love the lighting and the little outfits in this segment, and what else can I say? This one just missed getting on the top 10 musical moments list because there's not a whole lot to it. But this is my kind of humor.
Why don't we just throw out the damn stupid calendar if nobody's going to use it? I mean,
We'll be right back.
Bunch of ninnies and plebes.
Number 5.
Wow. Oh, man.
I'll never see my turtle again.
It's a real shame that these scenes were cut from the final film, because if the MST convention is anything to go by, audiences would have loved them. It still breaks my heart to hear the way the audience applauds for Servo when he launches himself across the room to save Mike. Ugh, what could have been? This is what a bigger budget and theatrical runtime should have been perfect for, but no.
What would I do without you guys?
Number 4.
Wow. Oh, man.
Furthermore, those violating martial law will be torn in half by sumo wrestlers. Hooray!
Is it weird that a scene with a little robot puppet dressed as a tiny cookie-demanding dictator made me instantly love this show? Is that weird? Yeah, I love this segment. The concept is ridiculous, Kevin's delivery is perfection as usual, and look at these costumes. This is what happens when you give creative types free reign.
Servo, you got the keys to these chains?
Yeah, I had them in my pocket here. I don't have pockets. Oh, God.
Number 3.
Wow. Oh, man.
Acting on some ancient urge imprinted in my very genes, a few days ago I wriggled my way onto a twig and began squeezing a thin stream of liquid from my spinneret, which I turned into a soft button of silk.
I will never get over this segment. I'll never get over the adorable butterfly puppet. I'll never get over wondering who on the writing team came up with this. And I will certainly never get over Kevin Murphy's delivery of this absurd monologue. This show is an absolute treasure.
Yeah, well, until that happens, I whipped up a little nectar for you. Here you go.
Oh, boy.
Man. Oh.
Hey, my proboscis doubles as a party favor.
Yeah, neat.
Number 2.
Wow. Oh, man.
3 and
Here's to the guys and gals who like to fly.
I couldn't put this on the musical list, but I can put it on this one. No amount of Tom Servo is too much Tom Servo. And even though Kevin Murphy doesn't provide the voices for all of these Servos, I just love this song. These harmonies are so beautiful, and the melody is so relaxing.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly me to the moon.
It helps that all the lyrics are about flying and skies and balloons. I know it's a funny hodgepodge of different source materials, but it has a very calming effect all on its own. It's just a delight to listen to.
We really move our tails for you. Cross the wide Missouri.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Number 1.
Wow. Oh, man.
Is it that I often panic while making sandwiches?
Yeah, well, maybe it's that kind of thing.
Of all the great Tom Servo moments, there's one that stands out above the rest. One that so epitomizes the character, it's basically become his catchphrase within the fandom. One that is so beautifully, so quintessentially Tom Servo that, well, what else is there to say about it?
Tom? I don't get you.
Nobody does. I'm the wind, baby.
Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'm eternally optimistic, and I'll catch you guys next time.
What? I'm sorry, I panicked.
Well, wake up. This is important to me, damn it.
Well, I'll try to do better.
Shh, here it comes. Listen. Rostower saves us and saves all the